gardening? Alright, so let's just take you on a quick tour of our garden. I'm out here working in the garden this morning. Figured I'd show y'all along. Got my little boy here. You gonna help me? You gonna help me out here? We've been picking a lot of cucumbers. Check out this clip here earlier in the week. We've been getting a ton of rain, and so our ground is drowned out here. We're saturated in water, and it's very, very wet. What do you say? What are you saying? So the ground is really wet, and we're gonna get out here and see what we have left. I know some of the stuff is suffering from all the rain we've been getting, so let's check out what we all have out here real quickly. Alright, so let's just take a quick look at what we got. I haven't really planted. This is where our potatoes were. I was planning on planting some more stuff out, but I just haven't had the time to do it yet, so I may just wait and move along to the fall planting pretty soon here. Let me open this gate up here, and if we check out here, our peppers are doing great here. I got one that just fell down. I need to tie it back up. Our beans, if you've followed me for a while now, you know we had some problems with the green beans, a spider mite problem. The pouring down rain has not helped at all. As you can see, I'm going to get out here today and rip all these up. They're all but dead, but we did get a massive amount of picking out of this one row of beans. They just didn't survive very long. Come down here, we got a ton of cucumbers I've been picking. Check this out here, a lot of cucumbers. We've been making pickles with a lot of them. We did some fermented pickles as well as just some quick refrigerator pickles, very simple to do as well. And then of course I'm going to do some canning, and or you can call it processing, however you want to call it, to make some more pickles that way also. There's a lot of different ways to make pickles, but as you can see, if you look at the vine itself here, it is not the healthiest plant. It's just too much rain. It's been way too much rain, and but we're getting a ton of cucumbers on here still. I mean, they're loaded here, so they're making. The vine themselves don't look that healthy, but I've gotten a ton of cucumbers off of this plant nonetheless. So very happy with the production. Maybe not the prettiest looking cucumber plants. Come down this way. We've already been picking a few squash. Check this out. Early in the morning here, the bees hard at work. Check that out there, pollinating for me. I don't do any hand pollinating. I don't got time for that. But as you can see, there are squash down there growing with nice big flowers blooming all around. Come down this way, we got several different varieties growing. This plant here kind of got, I don't know what happened there. A little too much rain probably. It gave in. Then this is a zucchini plant down over here. I don't see any zucchini on it quite yet. Here's our stand of peppers. We got a nice stand of peppers. The peppers are doing quite well, even with all the rain here. Check this out here. This one is poblanos. They're looking really well here. And this is a giant macaron pepper plant. This thing is gigantic here. They're growing well. Come down this way. This is the peppercini plant. I may go ahead and pick these and make some peppercini. Pickle these here. These look really good actually. Didn't realize how many of these I had on here. Those look excellent as well. Then we keep on coming this way. Got another pepper. This thing's huge here. Got several of them up here on the plant. This is a Corno di Toro plant. And this one fell over. I've got to get this one staked back up. That's why I put these stakes up here. I guess I didn't tie that one on the other day when I staked them all. And then of course I've got a lot of hot peppers growing as well out here, nice varieties of different peppers. They'll slowly ripen as they get on here. So a lot of different peppers. The basil is coming along. We only had a few spots that came up, but it's warmed up and they love the rain, I guess, as well. Here, as you can see, is one basil, and this is the Thai basil here. Actually, I really like these kind of basil. This Thai basil is delicious. Down on this row, we got our chives growing as well. They're doing pretty well. And then we have our fennel that are really looking good. I mean, I've got a whole row of fennel here, and this stuff looks very, very well. Very happy how this fennel is turning out this year. Guess they don't care about rain or diseases. Check out our cilantro. It's starting to flower, go to seed as well, which is expected when it warms up here. We still got quite a bit growing. I'll probably just let it grow, let it go to flower. The bees love it, and we can save the seeds. Coriander is the same thing as a cilantro. Coriander seed comes from the cilantro plant, so we'll just let this grow. We're still obviously eating it as we need it. So there's our cilantro that's about done for the season. Let's check out our tomato plants here. Jackson helping me out, hiding in the tomato bushes. The plants themselves do not look that healthy. This is the black creme tomato plant, but this thing is loaded here. It's quite amazing how many tomatoes. I'm very concerned with all the rain that we've had that these tomatoes will start splitting. When they get over water, they really will start splitting. But so far they look okay, so I'll start picking them as soon as they start turning a little pink. This is the Black Prince tomato plant. We've been picking quite a few tomatoes already, but as you can see here, I had to pick these here, but this is what happens when you get a lot of rain. I'll pick this one and show you. The tomatoes will start splitting. They just grow too fast, and these tomatoes just start splitting. They're still edible, but they won't last once they split. This section here is our cherry type tomatoes, are smaller tomato plants in the front that we have. Got to get out here and pick a ton of these. We've been picking a lot of these as well already, but they are loaded with tomatoes, and these things always do very well. If you ever have a problem growing tomatoes, grow these smaller type varieties, and you'll most definitely have a lot more success than some of the more heirloom varieties. Can be sometimes challenging, but I mean, this thing is loaded. The tomato plants themselves don't look that healthy, but they are still growing just fine. Wow, look at this tomato here. This is one of my favorite here. This is just a grape variety. This is the grape variety, but I mean, look under here. This thing is loaded with tomatoes, and we're gonna have a ton of them pretty soon. Some more. These are a yellow plum tomato growing on here as well. This tomato plant here is the early girl, which I would highly recommend y'all plant at least one of those if you want some early tomatoes. I've already picked several tomatoes off of here. You can see this one is turning pink here. I may go ahead and pick that so they don't start splitting with all this rain we've had. But this is a great variety to grow. This is usually the first tomatoes of the larger sizes that we get to pick off the vine, is the early girl tomato. Quick look at our herb bed here. As you can see, got a few weeds I need to get out here. Oregano starting to bloom. The bees love this oregano when it starts to bloom like this. And then some sage. And further down is our thyme. Let me show you this real quick also. This area where I planted the watermelon, they're coming along. It doesn't look very nice out here. A ton of weeds. I haven't done anything to this area at all. But as you can see, the watermelon plants are there somewhere in all the weeds. If we get watermelons, I'm not sure about that. But they are there in the ground. But what I wanted to show you is, this is the, this came up on its own. I wasn't quite sure what this is, but then after I thought about it, this is, if you look closely, all of these little plants here, this is a Malabar Spinach that has self-seeded. There's some along the fence line there. This, I ripped out that Malabar Spinach from last year and they had a lot of seeds on them. And as you can see, they fell there and re-sprouted, grew on their own. And we got a ton of sprouts of Malabar spinach. So I may move a couple of these into my main bed and put them along my trellis, because I think some of the cucumbers may be dying out pretty soon. So I may take a few of these and plant them in the garden, because you really don't need much of this Malabar spinach. It makes quite a bit. So that is what's going on over here. I got Meredith out here. She's filling up our container. If you see on a previous video on our tower gardening system, we're getting this filled up with potting soil. This potting soil is quite wet since it's been outside in the rain for a week here, but that's okay. It's already pre-watered. Get this filled up and stay tuned for what we're gonna plant out there pretty soon. I'm gonna get some seeds in there and we'll get this all filled up with soil. So stay tuned on that. Can't wait to get this planted out. Everybody's helping Mama. Alright, so I'm here in our tomato forest. That's what I like to call it. But here's what a little bit what I got picked. If you look at this one here, you can see that's what I mean by splitting. That's caused from overwatering, and we have no control over the rain. And that's why I'm picking some of these a little bit. When they just turn a little pink, I'm gonna start picking these, because this will happen. It's not a matter of if, it's when they will all start splitting because of all the rain. The ground is so saturated. So that's what I recommend if you've got a problem like we do with too much rain. Pick them a little early so you can avoid the splitting tomatoes. So there's just our little handful today. We've picked up quite a few already past couple of weeks, and there's a ton more on the vines. So thanks for watching. Make it a great day.